Well, week one is in the books, and we got to see what we needed to see, which is us play against another team and find out some areas where we need to get better at, and find out some areas where I think we exceeded our expectations. One of those areas is in the circle. Our pitchers did a phenomenal job this weekend against some teams that can really swing the bats, and I think if you were somebody who watched a lot of the games, you knew that by watching how they competed against other teams and how they hit other teams pitching, and how our team just really, in the circle from that standpoint, was just very effective. To only give up 3 runs in 5 games and have an ERA under 1 for 5 games was phenomenal to see week one. I know things will change when we get outside and the air affects things and stuff like that, but I only think it'll make them better. And then to go along with that, the defense that we played behind them. Our outfielders made great plays on balls that were in the gaps. Our middle infielders turned a couple double plays. Our third baseman made fantastic plays and one to end the game yesterday. Brittany Krodinger, who was her first game at third base this year, just did a phenomenal job of playing defense. And I think, that's just credit to our pitchers, keeping them locked in and keeping them focused and giving them some opportunities, but also getting ourselves out of jams was just great to see. From an offensive standpoint, we won a couple of games with home runs, and that's not going to be our MO, I can tell you that right now. Looking at our stats, I think we hit just under 250 as a team, with a lot more strikeouts than I thought we would have. So those are some areas of improvement. But to be able to pitch it and to play defense like we did and win games, win 4 out of 5 when our offense is kind of sputtering a little bit and not living up to the expectations is a good sign going forward. I was really happy with the way we competed this weekend. Aside from winning 4 games, I just like the intensity, the focus, the discipline. Some of those things that we preach every day, seeing them take it to the field was really, a good way to start the season. So going forward, we leave for Vegas on Thursday, which, like I said, the air will affect things. The light air might help our offense. Getting some wind might help our pitchers spin it a little bit better. Getting on dirt might affect our defense. So a lot of things that unknowns again going into this weekend. Excited to get out there. We've got some great competition. We start off with UNLV on Thursday night. Good team. We've got Idaho State and Colorado State on Friday. And then on Saturday, we've got BYU and Boise State. So another really good lineup of competition for us to test us. And we've got some things we're going to work on this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, to get prepared. Some of the things that our team expressed to us after playing that first day, I asked them, I said, what do we need to do now? You guys have experienced some things. What do we need to do in practice to prepare you better? So we've got some ideas going forward this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, to get them prepared for another tough week. Any questions?
What are those things that they said we need to work on?
Game speed. We need to put them in more game speed situations. Our pitchers said that facing, just the plastic hitter up there didn't give them the same adrenaline flow as it does when we have a live batter up there. So they want to experience some of that. Hitters, they wanted to see some more pitchers, so that's a great thing. But as far as defensively, they wanted to work on some short game stuff, reading balls off the bat, communication, and then offensively, from my standpoint, we need to execute better on those little things, the bunts, the hit and runs, squeeze plays, stuff like that. So they said that in order to help them, they'd like to do it off of a live pitcher rather than off of myself or our coach Starbuck. So getting a little bit more intense in practice, which, for us, that's fine. We'll just make it a little bit shorter and make it a lot more intense and get them more prepared for that high level, that high heart rate environment.
How was the base running? I mean, that's a big